When you're searching for that perfect gun, whether it be for hunting or self-defense or a sport, it's always wise to take a look at used. You can always get a better deal, typically on a used gun versus a brand new one. Not always, but typically. And there's a lot of things that you got to look out for when it comes to looking for a used gun, because used is exactly that. That means somebody else has used that firearm and you don't know whether they used it in a very good way or a very bad way. And oftentimes there's lemons out there, and that's why people get rid of them at gun stores. So what we're going to take a look at is we're going to take a look at the top 5 things to look for when you're searching for a used gun. Number 1, exterior condition. Any sort of rust, cracks, pitting, any sort of scratches. Minor holster wear is normal, but the exterior condition is going to tell you a lot about how that gun was handled. Number 2, inspect the bore. What you're looking for here is rust, rifling damage, or pitting as well. In the bore, always of course make sure that it's clear and don't look in the wrong end of the barrel. Taking a look at the bore is going to give you a good idea of how well this gun was taken care of, because the bore is one of the most important parts of making sure it is shiny and clean every single time. Number 3, field strip the gun and look at the interiors. Look closely at any screws or take down components as you're taking this down as well. If you see scratches or that sort of thing, that generally means that it was not taken apart correctly or put back together by somebody who knows what they're doing. Look at the fittings, everything. Look at the entire interior of the gun. If it's dirty, it's also going to give you a good idea how well this gun was taken care of. Number 4, make sure all controls move freely. The hammer, trigger, slide release, safety, mag release. If it's a revolver, make sure the cylinder latch is in good condition. If you find anything peculiar or just funny about any of these moving parts, don't buy it. And finally, number 5, ask about the history of the gun from the salesperson. Oftentimes there's people like myself who will trade in guns quite often, and they know who that gun came from. And gun stores, they know their customers, and they often know where these guns come from, whether they're from people that take good care of their guns or people that kind of beat them up. Of course, there are people that'll go in and trade a gun and they don't know anything about it, but if they know anything about it, that's the time to share. And understanding the history of that gun is going to be your best way of knowing how well it was taken care of. So there you go. There's my top 5 things to look for when you're purchasing a new gun. If you like this video, click like and subscribe. You can also find us at GodFamilyGuns.org, on Facebook, and Full30, and all those links are below. If you feel called to be a patron of this channel, the Patreon link is also below. But the most important part of this channel is we take prayer requests, so never hesitate to send that stuff in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, and love guns.